Hey, my beauty friends, it is Sonia, and I'm back for another day of making and creating. Today, I'm excited because I'm going to get into this beautiful pile of mushrooms. Can you see them all? All the different colors. These are all wooden beads, and they've been sitting here. I bought these, and I'm like, okay, it's time to make something with them. And they're all different colors. We've got the pink, the black, the orange. Let's see what they repeat in. Black, pink, orange. By the way, do you hear the rain out there? Oh my gosh. Yellow, purple. And I think those are the colors. And then there's the other sets right there. So, oh, we have a green as well. Green's always popular, very foresty. But listen for a minute. Do you hear the rain outside? It's beautiful. This is like the introvert inside of me. I'd like to say I'm an omnivore because there's times that I love to be around people and I love to be out, but at the same time, I need the time to come back and to recharge. Like I can't go. So this moment in time right here, I'm just looking at the window and it's just raining so hard out there. I feel like when it rains, it just refuels, right? When the sun is out, it's bright, it's very stimulating. And on these cozy rainy days is my favorite because it just recharges my heart and my soul and my energy. So perfect time to hang out with you guys. So these are beads, wooden beads. And I'm trying to think, you could put them into they have the hole that kind of runs this way through them. So you could put them in a bracelet like this if you want. But I'm going to show you today how you can turn any bead into a pendant. And this is kind of what I see it as, hanging upright. Ooh, run away. Upright, just like this. It's an earthquake. There's a windstorm. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Love it. All right. So, but yeah, you can turn this into a pendant. So versus, a big giant bead, it's big enough that I feel like it could be a necklace dangle. And that's what I'm going to turn it into. And you can do this with any bead that you want. I'm trying to think, do I have any other big beads here, like just by the side of me? So this is a bead and, it's not as big as this one, but I could make this as a dangle if I wanted to. It doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have to be horizontal. It can hang this way right here. And so I'm going to show you how I make mine a little bit meaty. And I'm going to grab my wire. So, I love to use 18 to 20 is kind of where I hang out. And now what I'm going to do is take my round nose pliers, making sure we're in that big earthquake that I didn't turn you guys off. All right, so the round ones you can make curvy things with, curvy pieces. Love that. So I try to get it to the end as close as possible, nip tight, and go around. All right. And then I'm gonna open up, go back a bit, and come forward again. I'm gonna make what looks like kind of a snail's shell. So forward, I'm rolling the metal on top of itself as far as I wanna go. How big, I'll show you what this does. And then if you ever start to kind of it gets at a line, you can squeeze it back in again so it stays right there. I might do one more roll. Kind of like 3 rolls. I like that. I think right there. I could even go bigger. Go big or go home. All right, that's good there. So now we have this, right? This little kind of almost like a music note right there. And we can take it and we can bend this. So now we just made a little end, cute little end right there. And then if we take our bead, and we drop it down, now this is so big that it can't go through the hole, right? And you can adjust it wherever you want it to down there. It's wire, that's what's nice about it. So there's our little dangle right there. How cute is that? Because you know how we have these eye pins? Well, these eye pins, it would go straight through here. It would just, do you see how your bead would not be able to hang because it would just pull right through it? So you can make your own with wire at any given time. So now what I do is, okay, that's how it's gonna look. That's gonna dangle. And in my magical shop, people love mushrooms and just, you know, whimsical fairy folk, all that sort of stuff, nature, whimsy. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a little loop on the top. So I can make this loop pretty big, and then I won't need or shouldn't need a jump loop and make this the jump loop. Or I could choose to add a jump loop. It doesn't matter. But I'm just going here and I'm making a twist down here. And then I'm going to take my wire and I'm going to go around a couple times. Just a couple times like that. And do you see I can straighten my loop back up, fix this little bit right here, but hold on to the bottom so it doesn't keep spinning. And then cut it right up here at the top somewhere. You know how when we did the video of, might go around one more time. You know how if you hold on with the pliers, it's actually very helpful because it won't twist in your hands. But do you know how we made the nest at the top when I did those clear quartz? If not, go back and watch that video. I'm gonna nip it off right there. And then I'm going to take my pliers and we make that nest and we're gonna put that right back inside the nest and drop it down inside. And there we go. And now we have our little dangle, right? So here's one I made last night when I was sitting here. It's a little pink, a little purple one, because I knew this was the project. Every night, usually before bed, I go, okay, what do I want to get into tomorrow? What like collection am I going to make for the shop tomorrow? And every day, if I make a collection, like if I make these all into necklaces, they'll sit in my shop and they'll be a beautiful display. And then as people come in, you know, they'll get picked over and then they'll be gone and they will be gone. So I like being able to do a collection, put it out, and just have a nice little merchandising area, and then the right people will come and find the mushies, right? Kids love these, adults love these. Honestly, I'm probably going to keep one for myself and just hang it on my own necklace. But I think it'd be really cute to pair it as well with, let's do another one as well, but I'll show you how I'm going to pair it. Do a yellow one. So any little bits of wire that you have, you can just use it. So I cut a bunch and use it, and then you'll start to know like how much wire do I need for this project. So again, we grab the end, I'm gonna turn it. I love to decorate as well. So like when I put out a bunch of these necklaces, I'll put like some pretend green leaves usually around it. If I have any like mushroom style crystals, like right now we have a bunch, actually, yeah, we have a bunch of selenite crystals and they're in the shape of mushrooms. I think that'd be so amazing to, so I did my little curl. I'm gonna bend this back a little bit, put this on, but yeah, to set it up like it's a whole setting. And then seriously, our neighbors here, neighbors in business, if they cut trees, I've been fortunate if I see them, I'm like, hey, can I have like your remnants of trees, of logs? Give it to Sonia, she'll take it. And they're like, yeah, absolutely. So I've got a bunch of wood that I use around the shop that's all dried out now. And I can just, you know, use that. So again, we're gonna tip this little loop up. We have that on there. We're gonna cut it. There goes my ruler. I found that this morning. I'm like, oh yeah, where's my shiny ruler? When that went missing, I started using my jewelry tray to measure with. That works too, but it's nice to have a ruler because you can kind of lay it out right here if you ever need to make something. I'm just looking for a small set of pliers here to pinch this. Actually, where are my really, really skinny nose pliers? Oh, they're here hiding somewhere. They'll show themselves later. I see you. You cannot hide for long. But yeah, when you get the skinny nose ones, it's kind of like, I'm going to fish you out of there, my friend, and squeeze you where you need to be. The goal is not to have any pokey pieces. And there we go. If you get a hold of it, it'll squeeze right in. and down into that whole area. And you can do a feel with your fingers to make sure nothing's sticking out. And she is ready to go. I'm gonna press, just flatten out my little dangle. But yeah, just my little whimsical dangle. So now we've made 3 of these. Love it. All right, so what can we do with them? I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with them. But I hope this inspires you. So I'm gonna sit here today and make a bunch of these. But let's see, what do I want to put it on? I have a couple different styles of necklaces, but these are pretty big. So I had the idea in my brain. Let's see if this works out well. Now, will this fit through here? If it does, great. And it does. And that's why you want to make your loophole big enough. You can make this as big as you need to. So think about the chain that you're putting it on, or what it's got to go over, right? But these are pretty big. So I think I'm going to use these. I got my hands on some stainless steel, just long necklaces. And sometimes people want them to hit a little bit longer so that if you stack your necklaces and you have some choker style on, you have a nice big long one that just hangs down. How pretty is that? We did that. So what we can do if we want is make a few other little dangles to add with it. As an example, here's a bunch. I went through the dishes here in our bead bar at the shop, and I'm like, okay, what kind of feels, you know, foresty, mushy? And I've got a fairy here on a star. That's a nice one. I've got a celestial here, moon and stars, which could be a really cool dangle as well to go with everything. And just adding a few things, right? Like I like this star as well. That's kind of fun. A star with stars. So, and then I pulled out this one, the sun. And the moon. A moon would be really sweet on here as well. Sorry, I'm trying to find the camera lens. A moon. And then a bunch of other stars here I have. So I grabbed those real quick. And I'm like, you know, I'll see how this hangs. If I want to make this more meaty, which I think I might, all I have to do is grab one of my jump rings. Let's see. Try not to overkill it with the size of my jump ring. I try to do one that's, you know, reasonable. So you guys on the last video said, yes, you'd love to learn how to drill beach class and get into polymer clay. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. We're going to do all kinds of fun stuff. And I pretty much just, I'm looking for something to hang. What do I want? Do I want that star next to it? That's kind of fun. I like all of these. I can put a moon next to it. That's kind of fun too. Let's just go with the moon. I'm feeling kind of moony. Let me grab it down here. So yeah, pretty much every night I just sit at my table here, and I love this space to sit and craft at. And I look at something I have and I go, can I make a collection out of that? Would that be a cool collection? All right, just a little dangle, right? Sometimes a little moon is all it takes just to set it off right there, and it becomes something really super special. Now, if we want to go a little crazy with the cheese whiz, I still have opalite sitting here. Watch this. Let me find the right thing that I need. So these are pins. These are head pins. They don't have the eyes. So if I take this and I put it through an opalite, which I told you everybody loves the opalite here at the shop. This is the stuff here. We've made a bunch with it. It's the associations of joy and happiness and just positive energy, and it has a beautiful glow to it, a radiance to it. So that's gorgeous, and it's a man-made glass, and it has this beautiful aura about it. So what I'm going to do is do this. So I made a little, I made this into a little, like a little bobber, a little bead bobber. I'm going to squeeze that tight because I'm going to put a jump loop on it, so I don't need this to be open. And I'll link that looper as well, the exact one that I have. I'm going to do this today. I started working with my link tree, so look for that I might have it done by the time this video goes up today, but I'll let you know as soon as I do, and I'll post it in the comments. But I'll have a link for it. I think I'm gonna, yeah. I'll just have all my links there. It'll be real easy for you guys. Just making sure this is closed tight. All right, that's good there. So then we go ahead and we take another jump loop. I'm gonna go with like a medium size one. I'll know the one when I see it. I think that might be it there. Well, no, I want one that really closes nice. Let me see how this one's gonna close. Okay, you'll be fine. It'll be perfect. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna dangle this. We got a little dangle. So how about we put a little glow with that moon? I think this is gonna be so nice, guys. Oh, and I'll show you an option as well. That is it. That is it, we're done. Oh my gosh. Tell me if you love this. So we've got our mushroom, we've got our moon, and we've got our opalite right here. I love it. Was that Matt coming in, sneaking in? We are filming our video of the day. Matt, what do you think? This is how they turned out. I put a little opalite.
Me gusta.
You like that? A little mushroom, everything. So I'm going to do a whole collection. I think it'll be so nice with all the different colors. And then I'm going to pull out all the selenite mushrooms and make a little forest space. And I know that somebody who's into that vibe will be like, I am all about it. I want it all. So tell me what you think of that little piece today. Are you inspired? And then once I get these done, I'll post them as well on my Etsy. So if you want to follow my creations and grab some of my creations that I'm making here as I film them, just go to JunkMonkeySonia, and I always post a link below. But yeah, there you go. You can put a bead, you can put a moon, you can put a mushroom, whatever you're feeling like doing. Awesome. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Let's see, our video is 17 minutes long. Not bad, not bad. And now we've got a plan for the rest of these guys. So you know what I'm going to be doing here. I'm going to be eating my snacks. I'm going to be probably listening to a podcast. Last night I watched a movie. It was called The Last Unicorn. Anybody else see it? I wasn't too fond of it, you know. I love the premise, but I don't know. I feel like the story just kind of was really slow. But I rented it last night. It just got out of theaters. So anyway, tell me if you're watching something good. Let me know something I should, something I should watch. If there's something out there that you feel like, oh my gosh, you will love this. Let me know. All right, stay dry and keep crafting. Bye.